Good morning. You may be seated. On behalf of the students, administration, faculty, staff, and alumni of Grambling State University and the Board of Supervisors of the University of Louisiana System, I want to welcome the graduates, their families, friends, supporters, alumni, and other guests who have gathered here today to celebrate this historic and momentous 2019 Fall Commencement. Today's exercises are significant because they do more than express and celebrate the completion of a degree. For us as a community, today commemorates generations of innovation. For generations, Grambling Knights have matriculated from the piney hills of North Louisiana and have gone on to lead and shape history. Many of you have already distinguished yourselves during your time here at Grambling State University. Minister Michael Douglas, for instance, has been leading student prayer on the yard every Monday at noon. I have no doubt after the completion of his theological studies, I spoke that into existence, Minister, he will change lives and save souls around the world. Ruth God has been a member of the university choir throughout her time here. She has wowed crowds and stirred souls literally from coast to coast. You graduates are a part of a long legacy of scientists, artists, and innovators who set new standards and influence and create the companies and organizations that change the world. As each of you experiences commencement, know that there is a reason we call this our most significant academic event. We do this because we, your supporters, teachers, and family know that this is not an end, but a beginning. We take pride in knowing your future is bright because you have already made one of the best decisions anyone can make, to invest in yourselves and to see your commitment through to the finish. We expect this ceremony to last for approximately an hour and a half. We ask that our audience remain seated and quiet as possible during this time to allow all to enjoy this special occasion. We thank you for honoring this commencement ceremony and for respecting those being honored. I am making another special appeal to members of our fraternities and sororities to please refrain from stomping, stepping, hopping, or any other similar displays on stage or on the floor today. This is not appropriate for today's occasion. As our program proceeds, we ask that you refrain from entering the floor level for picture taking. A commercial photographer will photograph each student as they receive their degree. Within a few weeks, the photographer will mail students a proof along with pricing and ordering information. At this time, I ask that you silence all cell phones and be considerate of your neighbor, our graduates, and guests. The program will proceed as printed with one addition. Both of our highest-ranking graduates will give their valedictory statements today. To begin this exercise, please stand for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner and lift every voice and sing. Following the anthems, we will have the invocation by Minister Michael Douglas, Jr., a Fall 2019 accounting graduate. Please stand.
Let us all bow our heads for a word of prayer. God, for this amazing day you have given us, we thank you. For the opportunity you have given us to talk to you again, we thank you. For the major doors you have opened for us on this day, we thank you. For allowing us to see the harvest of the seeds planted by each and every graduate, we say thank you. For each and every professor and administrator who took out the time to prepare us for our journey ahead, Father, we say thank you. And for most of all, your Son, Jesus Christ, we thank you. God, we ask you now to bless each and every person who took out the time to celebrate us on this momentous and historic occasion. Bless each and every speaker who came to encourage us for our journey ahead. And God, lastly, bless Grambling. Bless us to continue to be a beacon of light for years to come. And thank you that we are a place where everybody is somebody. We love you. We give you glory, honor, and praise. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
You may be seated. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the following individuals who are here with us today. Guests who have, and staff members of Mayor Perkins who have joined him today, the family of ULS Board Vice Chair Dr. James Carter with us today, and members of the board who are expected to be here, former Chair Mr. Alejandro Al Perkins and Ms. Liz Pierre. I would also like to recognize the President's Cabinet. Our Vice Presidents, if you would please stand as your names are called. Dr. Connie Walton, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. David Ponton, Vice President for Student Affairs and Director of Athletics. Mr. Martin Lamel, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. Mr. Mark Newman, Vice President for Advancement Research and Economic Development. I'd also like to recognize State Representative Ed Larverdane from Alexandria, who's joined us, Coach Wilbert Ellis, our Hall of Fame coach, who is always here and supporting us, and all of the guests who have joined us. We want to say thank you for being here to share this day with us. Our valedictorians for this class are two incredibly gifted young people. You can find their profiles printed in your program. As they come, I would like to say a special congratulations to Ms. Tiana Baker, social work major with a 3.98 GPA from Smackover, Arkansas, and Mr. Mustafa Youssef Akinlaje, criminal justice major with a 3.98 GPA as well from Lagos Island, Lagos, Nigeria. Their accomplishments are nothing short of amazing. Please welcome Mr. Akinlaje and then Ms. Baker.
To President Gallo, Mayor Perkins, faculty and staff, alumni, family and friends, and my fellow graduates, good morning. I am honored to stand before you as one of the highest-ranking graduates of the fall class of 2019. I would like to begin by congratulating my fellow valedictorian on their incredible accomplishment. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to maintain a level of excellence. I would also like to congratulate the fall 2019 graduating class on this momentous achievement. The marathon of college is filled with highs and lows, but we have all triumphed. I would like to use this moment to say thank you to my parents for their trust and courage to send their teenage son all across the world. It was a hard transition at first, but because of their love and encouragement, I was able to make the adjustment. To my mentors, Dr. Francis Staten, Dr. Laurie Thomason, and Dr. Carletta White, thank you for guiding my steps tolerating my endless questions, and treating me like a son. I came to Grambling State University as a 17-year-old from Lagos, Nigeria, and my experiences here have exemplified the saying that Grambling is a place where everybody is somebody. I have grown in all aspects of my life, and this is the result of passionate instruction for all my professors, genuine friendships, and the welcoming culture here at Grambling State University. Grambling created a platform for me to pursue my dreams, and I am eternally grateful for my experience here. I would like to conclude with a quote by Vernon Jordan. It says that you are where you are today because you stand on somebody's shoulders, and wherever you are heading, you cannot get there by yourself. If you stand on the shoulders of others, you have a reciprocal responsibility to live your life so that others may stand on your shoulders. It is the quid pro quo of life. We exist temporarily through what we take, but live forever through what we give. And in this spirit, I want to implore my fellow graduates that we have a responsibility to keep lifting others as we climb. Thank you.
President Gallo, distinguished members of the platform, alumni, Graham fam, friends, family, and last but not least, the Fall 2019 graduating class, I say good morning. I am Tiana Baker, and I have the privilege of being one of your valedictorians. Much like my fellow graduates, I thought I was through turning in assignments once I finished finals. However, 2 days ago, I was given one final task, and now I stand here before you all, awaiting my last grade. When I was first given the honor of speaking, I do what I've done with nearly every assignment I've ever been given. I took a nap, I procrastinated, I watched a little TV, and then when the stress got a little overbearing, I turned to my good old friend Google and I searched college valedictorian speeches. And FYI, there's no Quizlet for this one. What I found out is that I'm supposed to deliver a farewell message of sorts and inspire you all to do great things. But how am I qualified to inspire simply because my GPA is higher? While I did have my own struggles, including being a first-generation transfer student, spending a whole year driving an hour and a half to get to my 8 a.m.s while working, I know that my struggle is not yours. I know that there are people who've had it harder, and no, maybe your GPA isn't as high, but you still made it this far. I was blessed with an amazing support group, and to them I'd like to say thank you. Thank you to the best department on campus, the social work department. Everybody in admissions who fed me and let me do nothing. All the impromptu mentors who saw potential in me when I didn't. My close friends, my family, my grandparents, my big cousin, and my little brother who treat me like I'm still the little sister. My dad who doesn't always understand the problems but always offered help and money. My mother who held my hand emotionally, mentally, and physically every step of the way. To you all, I say thank you and I send my love. Most importantly, I thank Jehovah God. I'm able to see this day because without him, I know I'm nothing. But unfortunately, on this journey, we may all have lost somebody close, and their efforts and impacts have not gone unnoticed. So at this moment, I'd like to request a moment of silence in honor of those who did make it far enough to see us. So, as you can see, I've always had somebody to go to. But those of you who weren't as blessed, I want you to know you aren't your parents' mistakes. You aren't the mistakes of those around you. You are not your greatest failures, and the fact that you're here shows the potential you have. Regardless of what you went through to get here, you're here. Regardless of what you're going through today, you woke up to go through it. I humbly stand here in front of a group of people who I know will do big things. So I know some of your journeys will lead you to move mountains, not only for yourself, but also for others who come after. Some of us, myself probably included though, may not move mountains. We may only move molehills. And that's okay too, because to a mole, its hill is a castle. Its hill is a mountain. It's not always how many people you impact that matters, but instead the size of the impact. So I leave you with the words of my grandfather. You're doing good, but you can do better. You've done amazing up until here, but don't stop. Be content, not complacent. Be proud of your achievements, but know that this is not the peak. You can do better. No, you will do better. I pray you all achieve success on your journey, and once again, thank you and congratulations.
The highest degree awarded by a university is the doctorate. Grambling State University is fortunate to recognize a game-changing leader with this honor today. Today we recognize board member James Carter for his distinguished career in law and his support of and contributions to higher education by bestowing upon him the honorary degree, Doctor of Laws. A synopsis of his career highlights are printed in your program. I would, however, like to point out that since my appointment as president in 2016, Board Member Carter has been a reliable and staunch supporter of everything we have been able to accomplish. For example, from the day he and I walked into the old library, just minutes after tiles had fallen from the ceiling, he took on this as a personal mission and of getting a new library here at Grambling. And thanks to his leadership and advocacy, we have broken ground and will soon begin construction on the state's first and only digital library. Grambling State University is pleased to bestow upon him the honorary degree, Doctor of Laws. Board Member Carter, will you join me at the podium? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Supervisors of the University of Louisiana System, I now confer upon you the honorary degree, Doctor of Laws. And the degree reads, "This is to certify that James Carter, in recognition of his outstanding service, is hereby awarded the honorary degree Doctor of Laws, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto, given this 13th day of December, 2019, signed by me, President of Grambling State University, Dr. Jim Henderson, President of the University of Louisiana System, Mr. Mark Romero, Chair, University of Louisiana Board of Supervisors. Dr. Carter, you are now an official member of the Graham fam."
Well, I am extremely excited. I want to thank God for this opportunity to stand before you. On October the 5th of this year, I lost my dad, and I think my dad and my mom jointly, my mom's here today, would be so proud of what we're doing on behalf of the mighty Grambling State University. You can clap for that, the mighty Grambling State University. I want to thank this august institution, and my son, my wife, my sister, my husband, and Victoria Jones are here with me today. But thank you so much for bestowing this wonderful honor. I must say that Grambling State, in its great reputation and what it has done to contribute not only to the onward march of society here in the local area, but its impact on the country and the entire world, is recognized, respected, and I am so thankful again to receive such a high honor. I was telling someone that at least 25% of my teachers from my grade school years actually trained me. And the Bayou Classic and the culture of Grambling is so astoundingly powerful, not only here, but around the world. So thank you so much, and thank you for the great leadership, Dr. Gallo, and to all of you all who make Grambling what it is today. Thank you very much.
The Honorable Adrian Perkins is the mayor of Shreveport, Louisiana. He was born in the Cedar Grove neighborhood of Shreveport, attending Arthur Circle Elementary, Uri Drive Middle School, and Captain Shreve High School. In the wake of 9/11, Mayor Perkins accepted a nomination to the United States Military Academy. There, he was captain of his track team and the first African-American cadet elected class president in West Point's history. Mayor Perkins deployed to both Iraq and Afghanistan after graduating from West Point. He achieved the rank of captain and company commander in the United States Army and was awarded the Bronze Star for his service. After 3 tours of duty, the Tillman Foundation accepted Mayor Perkins into their Tillman Scholar Program, enabling him to attend Harvard University's law school, where he was also elected student body president. On April 26, 2018, he announced his candidacy for mayor of Shreveport, and on December 29, 2018, Mayor Adrian Perkins was installed as the 57th mayor of Shreveport. Graduates, parents, faculty, friends, join me in welcoming our speaker for the occasion, the Honorable Adrian Perkins, Mayor of Shreveport, Louisiana.
The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Those wise words belong to Coach Eddie Robinson, but the internet actually attributes it to Coach Robinson and Confucius, but that ain't bad company. Confucius would be happy to be mentioned in the same breath with Coach Eddie Robinson that we love and adore. It's good to be here with Grambling family today. I didn't go to Grambling, but I'm a proud North Louisiana boy. Coach Robinson is one of my heroes, and plenty of my friends and mentors have come and walked through these halls and are alum of this amazing university. Plus, I am also a very proud member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, and I understand I have some friends in the audience, some friends on this stage, and I'm sure I have some friends in this audience. So I feel very, very comfortable here today. I want to make it official, my love for this university, so I'm sharing some breaking news with everybody. As of today, I will be joining the Grambling Alumni Association so that I can be a card-holding member of Gram Fam. It's really an honor to be here this morning, and I forgot to include in my remarks, but I realized that as soon as I walked through that tunnel, to recognize your amazing band behind me. A lot of people might not know this, but Grambling's band, the world-renowned band, was actually in Shreveport just before they went to see and perform with Beyonce. So I gotta take some credit for that and say when Shreveport and Grambling get together, magic is gonna happen. I wanna thank President Rick Gallo for his outstanding leadership and for inviting me here today. I understand he just completed a 3-year, $6.6 million fundraising campaign. And, oh yeah, give it up for him. And as a politician who had to raise funds himself, I can tell you that is not easy at all. So very proud of him for that and what is going to contribute to this university. Some of that money will be used to fund the Grambling STEM initiative, which creates a cradle-to-career pipeline right here in North Louisiana. Some of those funds will be used to secure needed resources for Grambling's new cybersecurity bachelor's program, the first of its kind in the state of Louisiana, making this university a critical part of the I-20 technology corridor. Grambling is leading the way in graduating African Americans with degrees in education, marketing, homeland security, and the social sciences. I could go on and on about all the good news coming out of Grambling, but suffice it to say that President Gallo, the faculty, staff, they all deserve a round of applause, so let's give it up for them. Next, I want all the graduates to look around. I want you to find your family. I'll give you a second to do that. Find your family in the audience. And I want the graduates to stand up. I want you all to stand up and give them a round of applause. There's a lot of love in this room, obviously, so everybody knows behind every college graduate is someone who loves and supports them. Moms, dads, grandparents, aunties, uncles, mentors. Today is a celebration for everyone. This is all your day as well. You've invested a lot of time and energy, and if we're being 100% honest, a lot of money in these soon-to-be graduates. But that ends today, because they are not going to be students anymore. They're going to be graduates of the illustrious Grambling University, and they can go out and get good jobs. Now to the graduates. The amazing people that have brought us to today, to the class, to the fall class of 2019. Some of you are graduating with honors today, and some of you spent so much time hanging around the tree of knowledge, let's just say you're happy to be here. But every one of you should be proud. It isn't easy to walk across this stage. It takes years of hard work and dedication. Late night study sessions, a lot of coffee, early morning classes, and even more coffee. Well, the big day has finally arrived. Today, y'all join an esteemed list of Grambling alum, a list that includes award-winning artists like Erykah Badu, NFL quarterbacks and Super Bowl MVPs like Doug Williams, New York Times columnists like Charles Blow, and Pulitzer Prize winning photographers like Ahmad Terry. Grambling has produced world-renowned academics, civic leaders, and entrepreneurs, and now Grambling has produced you. No pressure. Each one of you has the opportunity to do something great. You may or may not become rich and famous, but every one of you has the skills and the knowledge to make a real difference. After high school, I chose to go to West Point in the United States Army because I wanted to make a difference. After graduating from Harvard Law School, I didn't follow the paycheck to the corporate law firms that offered me jobs. I chose a path of service. Mayor sounds like a fancy job, but let me tell you, I have 200,000 bosses that are very, very watchful and do not hesitate to tell me what I should be doing and how I can do a better job. Don't get me wrong, I have an incredible job. I wake up every day and get to work alongside very selfless public servants. I get to serve my hometown. It is the greatest honor of my life, but I have to say it is also a labor of love. And I chose that path because purpose is found in love and sacrifice. I chose purpose over profit. There's nothing wrong with making a living, but never forget that living good is far more important. Now, I know that college isn't free. You've got student loans, and purpose ain't gonna pay those student loans back. As a matter of fact, the bank isn't going to let you pay your mortgage with volunteer hours. You need to make a living, and I understand that, I get that. So if you wanna go to law school, by all means, you should go. But just remember that your law degree empowers you to help others. Don't only take cases that bring in big paychecks, serve the indigent, take on some pro bono work that benefits those who are less fortunate, and gives you a sense of purpose. If you want to start a business, then start it. But start it with a vision of serving others, not just of growing your bank account. Now more than ever, we need Black-owned businesses, but we need Black-owned businesses that provide jobs that uplift our community. And this is not just a Black thing. It's an American thing. The African-American community is an unwatered garden. If we pour money into Black-owned businesses, the whole economy will grow and everyone will be uplifted. The most successful business owners are those who contribute to society. They just don't take. They give back. And no matter how successful you become, never forget where you came from. And never forget how you got there. This morning, I recognize the faculty and staff and the families before the graduating class for a reason. Even though we are celebrating your success today, that success does not only belong to you. I mean, think about it. How many people contributed to your success? Friends, family, neighbors, and complete strangers. They cared for you, provided for you, and made sure you stayed on the right path. The tax dollars and donations of people you've never met provided you with a free public education, scholarships, and financial assistance. They put you in a position to succeed, and you have, but not all on your own. In the words of President Obama, you didn't build that by yourself. Ultimately, I chose to return to Shreveport after law school because all of my success, West Point, the Army, Harvard, I owed it to those who invested in me growing up. I owed it to my mother, who as a single parent raised me and my two older brothers. I owed it to the deacons at my church that made sure I was wearing a belt and my pants were pulled up. Those deacons made sure my butt was on the pews of that church and not out in the streets. I also owe it to the coaches that whenever I messed up in practice, made sure I was running suicides. They made me stronger. They made me faster so that I could succeed. I owe it to the teachers that saw me struggling with a concept in class and made sure that I stayed afterwards and sat with me one-on-one to make sure I got that concept and I was successful with tests and exams and with that grade point average. In other words, I might have come from a poor neighborhood, but I'm not a self-made man. I'm the product of a village, and so are you. We all are. When you become successful, remember that you owe it to those who came before you to pay it forward to the next person who comes along. This principle applies to everyone, but it is especially true in the African American community. You and me can graduate from college and have a successful career. We can start a profitable business. We can become a titan of industry, a lawyer, a mayor, or even the president of the United States. People who look like you and me can do all that because those who came before us made incredible sacrifices on our behalf. They fought for the progress we enjoy today, the Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act, affirmative action. None of that was freely given. They bought those rights for future generations with their blood, their sweat, and their tears. That's the legacy of historically black colleges and universities. If it weren't for a Morehouse graduate with a dream, we'd be living in a very different America today. We owe our service to those who went before us, to Dr. King, Rosa Parks, Andrew Young, and C.O. Simpkins, a native of Shreveport, Louisiana, who sadly passed away a couple days ago. So I'd ask that you keep his family in your prayers. We owe our service to the countless men and women who endured incredible sacrifices and hardships to carve out a place in the American dream for you and I. Everybody from our parents to our grandparents to Booker T. Washington and Charles Adams. We're at Grambling University this morning, a modern institution leading the state in computer science and cybersecurity because 120 years ago, an association of 1,500 black farmers bought 23 acres of land to build this school and educate their children. We are here because Booker T. Washington sent Charles Adams, the son of poor farmers and one of Washington's brightest pupils, back to his native Louisiana to help those farmers organize and operate this school. You didn't build it, not by yourself. You studied and worked hard to make the most opportunities forged by previous generations, and I want you to hear me when I say this. The success of future generations will largely depend on the sacrifices you all make today. Take what you've learned here at Grambling and put it to practice. Everybody is somebody. And when someone is in need, reaches out and makes sure your hand is there to receive them, we all stand on the shoulders of giants. It's up to you and I to make sure that the next generation has broad and sturdy shoulders to stand on. We all stand here today. We've come a long way. We've made significant progress, but there is a lot of work left to do. Earlier this month, the House passed legislation to restore protections from the 1965 Voting Rights Act. Though this legislation passed in the House, it was opposed by the North Louisiana representatives. and it faces long odds in the Republican-controlled Senate. There are still too many communities of color, like Shreveport, Jonesboro, Grambling, where education is underfunded, opportunities are scarce, and crime seems to be the last resort of impoverished young men. The most troubled demographic in Shreveport right now is young black boys between the age of 16 and 19. They are dropping out of school at a higher rate than those around them and are slower to enter the workforce. We need you to bring what you've learned back to these communities. We need you. We need educated, principled young men and women working within these communities to lift them up. This is where you can make the biggest difference. This is where your example is most needed. I'll close with this. Cities like Shreveport are suffering from a brain drain and an exodus of talented young people. We have to reverse that trend. These communities invested in you and me. They paid for our education and cultivated our potential. When we fail to reinvest, when we deprive these communities of our talents, we export their resources and put them on a path of decline. Instead, follow the example of Grambling's founder and the first president, Charles Adams, who left Louisiana for Tuskegee Institute in Alabama because he wanted to educate himself. But after he got that education, he put it to work. First chance he got. Adams returned to Louisiana and started helping others. That's what it's all about. That's the Grambling way, and I'm asking you to carry that tradition forward. Once again, congratulations, thank you, and God bless Grambling.
I would like to present this award of appreciation to Mayor Adrian Perkins in appreciation for outstanding service rendered as the 2019 Fall Commencement Speaker, December 13th, 2019. At this point in the program, it calls for the conferring of a posthumous degree upon Mr. Derek Pigros. The family are not able to attend to the ceremony today to receive his degree due to the death of his mother, Miss Alticia Pigros. Members of our staff and the registrar will attend the homegoing service to present the degree to the family this Saturday in Bastrop, Louisiana. On behalf of the entire university family, we express our sincere sympathies to the Pigros family. Please keep them in your prayers. I now call to the other podium Dr. Connie Walton, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs.
On behalf of the faculty of Grambling State University, I am pleased to present these graduates who've been certified to receive degrees at this 2019 Fall Commencement exercise. Will the candidates for the doctoral degrees please stand? Will the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees please stand?
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Supervisors of the University of Louisiana System, I now confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended. You may now be seated.
We are pleased to present Ms. Tiana Baker and Mr. Mustafa Yosef Akinlaja, our highest ranking graduates of the 2019 Fall graduating class. Both maintained a 3.98 cumulative grade point average. Along with their degree, they will receive a certificate and medallion from the university in honor of their high academic achievement and the award of the merit plaque. Their profiles are printed in your program. Ms. Baker and Mr. Yusuf Akinlaja, would you please come forward?
In special tribute and honor for the level of achievement In special tribute and honor for the level of achievement you have demonstrated throughout your matriculation at Grambling State University, I am pleased to present this honor medallion and certificate. I am pleased to present the plaque, which reads, Grambling State University Award of Merit, presented to Tiana Baker and also to Mustafa Youssef Akinlaja, highest ranking graduate of the 2019 Fall graduating class, December 13th, 2019. Let's give them another round of applause. And would the parents, friends, and faculty members of our highest ranking graduates please stand and let's give them a round of applause.
Okay. President Gallo, it is now my pleasure to present Dr. Andolyn Harrison, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, who will present the degree candidates from the School of Graduate Studies.
Would the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree please rise and come forward with your major professor?
Cynthia Crow Garner. Dissertation title, Developmental Education, Students' Perceived Effectiveness in the HBCU Community. Major Professor, Dr. Andolyn Harrison. Beverly Lapate. Dissertation title, Nature versus Nurture, Examining Factors that Influence the Retention of African American Non-Traditional Students in Higher Education Institutions. Major Professor, Dr. Andolyn Harrison.
President Gallo, Dr. Andolyn Harrison, Interim Dean of the College of Educational and Graduate Studies, will now present those graduates who completed education-related degree programs.
Would the candidates for all master's degrees please rise and come forward?
Vincent Williams. Raven Berry. Jazz Bryant. Lakeisha Curley. Felicia Ford. LaKadriana Hawkins. Christy Holmes. Willie Jefferson IV. Bessie Giles. Winnie Jones. Shirley Lyons. Chandra Saunders Thompson. Brittany Treadway. Beverly Whitehurst. Frederick Lewis. Tayama Shine. Candace Westbrook. Chastity Burns. Nahil Duari. Kendra Hall. Nathan Nelson. Valerio Altheimer.
Alexis Anderson. Patrice Baker. Aronda Smith. Desiree Bryant. Charmaine Charles. Vanilla Closure. Simone Coxon. Tara Cox. Shadaria Crawford. Tyler Q. Michelle Crosby Young. Cassandra Davis. Sharon Delafosse Scott. Patricia Duhart. Jamario Esther. Devion Bolton. Hayward Foy. Jaria Coleman. Zia Gordon. Carolyn Green. Jasmine Hardaway. Denisha Henry. Andre Hewitt. Joshua Hicks. Jada Hitchens. Jacqueline Horton. Lanita Hughes. Charles Hunter. Kathy Jackson. Lucretia Jackson. Quentin Jackson. Jasmine Jenkins. Keldrick Johnson Sr. LaShawn Johnson. Kevin Jones. Quayante Jones. Aaron Joseph. Cindy Johnson. LaWanda LaCour. Desmond Leonard. Nicolette Leopold. Keosha Lloyd. Jacqueline McGee. Quintarius Melton. Aranika Morlair. Kiara Moore. Kiara Moore. Alfredo Morales Jr. Dwayne Morris. Markia Patton. Pearl Paulo. Ranika Rito. James Robinson. Keandra Robinson. Delaney St. John. Jonquil Skipper. Aquanetta Spain. Sherrod Wade. Abraham Wallace. Levi Washington. LaDacium Wesley. Patsy White. Makia Williams. Samantha Williams. Taylor Williams. Maisha Wright.
Would the candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the College of Education please rise and come forward?
Fred Altheimer III. Gerard Barnaba. Quenisha Branch. Tanisha Branch. British Birch. Danquarian Fields. Lakia Hall. Tyson Hardy. Moses Harris. Tori Hawkins. Ebony Jenkins. Keith Johnson. Javiana Jones. Jasmine King. Yumika Lewis. Terrence Morris. Tamisha Perry. Mariah Payton. John Stanley. J.C. Taylor. Tavarius Walker. Kevrion Ward. Akia Watkins. Tempest Welch. Nicholas Wheeler. Desaria Rankins. Devontae Williams. Darnice Woods. Shrandall Williams. James Jackson Jr. Ivan Manson. Jeremy Threets.
President Gallo, I now call to the podium Dr. Donald White, Dean of the College of Business.
Will the candidates from the College of Business please rise and come forward?
Michael Douglas. Anas Ahmed. Muhammad Ahmed. Rifa Al-Maji. Saeed Aladji. Ahmed Al-Taibi. Zaphany Banks. Mishi Bean. Zion Buckman. Eric Carter. Stanford Caesar. Devon Christopher. Dervon Christian. Diebony Cotton. Asia Cummings. Faye Dillon, Earl Lester Cole Honors College. Christian Franklin. Lance Gibson. Devin Hamilton. Frank Hamilton III. Anthony Harrell. Dante Hatter. Leambria Hull. Troy Baptiste, cum laude. Candelera Jones. Charles Jones. Darion Jones. Alexis Lucas. Sharday McIntosh. Miguel Mendez. Xavier Ogunyeme. Ogwehinme Omogbo. Kalila Onojeta. John Owe. Ainsley Reese. Nigel Ribeiro. Jared Richards, cum laude. Diamond Tanner. George Williams, Jr. Rainey Celeste. Kelvin Palmer.
President Gallo, I now call to the podium Dr. Stacy Duyon, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise and come forward?
Desire Alfred. Ashaya Allen. Jayla Allen. Jessica Barnes. Janae Barron. W.C. Bowman. Jasmine Brown. John Burley. Taylor Davis. Shay Shanquanette Fields. Ruth God. Janie Green, magna cum laude. Earl Lester Cole, Honors College. Michael Harper. Terica Jackson. Kurt James. Michelle Jones. Marquisha Lafitte, magna cum laude. Earl Lester Cole, Honors College. Christopher Lewis. Jamarian Parker. Kashanti Powell. Deshauna Robinson. Anthony Schillingpool. Albert Vaughn. Frederick Williams Jr. Bree Wise. Lauren Weaver. Ricky Marzette. Margiana McClinton. Christian Willis. Mashari Abu Daran. Munif Albaji. Musaibi Al-Ghassawi. Mohammed Al-Haraji. Atif Al-Srami. Dakil Al-Ajmi. Salam Al-Mari. Abdul Rahman Amari. Abdullah Al-Shahid. Curran Antoine, cum laude. Ariviana Atwood. Frederick Bailey Jr. Dominique Baylor. Makidra Bedford. Trevin Bolden. Shakira Brule. Kendra Birch. Carissa Bush. Liana Celestine, magna cum laude. Devontae Cloman. Celeste Coleman. Tia Coleman, magna cum laude. Earl Lester Cole Honors College. Miles Dunlap. Moreland Fontenot. Kiera Freeman. Tatiana Garland. Charity Hampton. Renita Harris. Laurencia Harmon. Deidre Henderson. Wendell Jocks. Jamel Baptiste, magna cum laude. David Lawson. Brandon Lee. Charmian Lee. Hope Miller. Karen Hoppock Musuede. Kyla Nelson. Michael Nelson Jr. Tamar Parker. Jennifer Pickens. Jalen Preston. Zainab Raji, cum laude, Earl Lester Cole Honors College. Jamil Robinson. DeAndre Rose. Kelsey Ross. Darrell Samuel. Cammie Samuel. Devontae Smith. Iman Stewart. Charles Thomas. Dominique Thomas. Brianna Webb. Jasmine Leonard Williams.
President Gallo. I now call to the podium Dr. Carolyn Hester, Dean of the College of Professional Studies.
Will the candidates from the College of Professional Studies rise and come forward?
Clarence Como. Olivia Fields. Abyssinia Flores. Dennis Risby. Malik Walker. Robin Williams. Roderick Ackerson. Javosky Bates. Thaddeus Briscoe. Danielle Burns. Sharnika Burrell. Joe Campbell. Janicia Cannon. Joffrey Clemens. Keithra Dean. Traylon Dunn. Kelvisha Goins. Najee Gordon. Nadrika Hall. Quintina Harris. Jasmine Hayes. Deontay Henderson. Jesus Hernandez. Janie Holmes, magna cum laude. Nakedra Houston. Brandy Jackson. Marshall Jackson. Rodney Jackson. Terrion Jackson. Malika Jenkins. Brenda Lewis. Kristen Lewis Adams. Asia Long. Tanya Rajawa Bagunji, summa cum laude, Earl Lester Coles Honors College. Jamaya McDonald. Malcolm Mao. Atia Moore. William Morgan, Jr. Lavelle Noel. D'Angelo Payat. Tanner Rayburn. Destiny Roberts. Emmanuel Robertson. Christopher Smith. Shafia Smith. Zabrante Smith, cum laude. Aranje Tolliver. Joyce Turner. Michael Wiggins. Kelsey Williams, magna cum laude. Nicholas Williams. Jamar Woodson. Joel Anderson. Saida Collins. Raven Dade. Versace Hicks Butler. Ariana Johnson. Jasmine Lewis. Jacorian Lewis. Forgive me. Talicia McMurray. Precious Moore. Nadia Neal. Bianca Seymour. Emanuelina Toussaint, cum laude, Earl Lester Cole Honors College. Chelsea Wormsley. Anika Watson. Brianna Wayne. Kaylin Allen.
I now recognize Professor of Military Science, Army Reserve Officer Training Corps, Lieutenant Colonel Darren Spears.
Will the cadets to be commissioned in the United States Army please come forward? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States in the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon the office of which I'm about to enter, so help me God. President Gallo, Second Lieutenant Bush, Second Lieutenant Hitchens, and Second Lieutenant Rankins have completed all necessary requirements to be commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Army. it is my honor and my privilege to present them to you, their graduating class, and I ask your assistance with presenting them with their certificates of commissioning.
In accordance with the recommendation of the Professor of Military Science, I congratulate you on your accomplishments, and I am pleased to present your commission of office. And now, class, when you arrived today, you were instructed to place your tassel on a specific side of your motorboard, depending on whether you are receiving a graduate or undergraduate degree. I ask you now, as a group, to move your tassels to the opposite side to signify your graduation. Now, I will ask all the faculty and staff of Grambling State University to stand and turn to face our graduates and give them a round of applause, please. Now, will you, the class of 2019, in your new role as alumni of this university, and all those who are present here today, please join me in acknowledging the contributions of our distinguished faculty and staff in preparing our students to meet the challenges and opportunities of the future. Let's give them a round of applause. Class of 2019, please stand and join me in recognizing the support of your parents, spouses, family, and friends who have helped make your achievements today possible. You may be seated. I would also like to recognize and congratulate Ms. Keosha Lloyd, Baron James, Omar Goins, Marissa Hernandez, Cello Middleton, Latina Gayden, Frederick Lewis, Lakeisha Curley, and Jasmine Lewis. Their names were omitted from the program due to an oversight on our part. We apologize for that oversight, and you will be receiving a corrected copy, including your names. Special thanks to the Commencement Committee, volunteer ushers, Ms. Lakita Ephraim for interpretation of American Sign Language, Greater Free Gift Baptist Church for the complimentary use of their shuttle service, C&W Services, facilities, and staff, and all others who make this program a success. Now, Mr. Thomas Jones, President of the Grambling University National Alumni Association, would you come forward to administer the Alumni Pledge?
Good morning to Mr. President, to faculty and staff, to our honorary, our speaker, Mayor Perkins. We bring greetings from the Grambling University National Alumni Association. It's a great day, graduates. You're starting a new beginning. May God bless you. Now, we'd ask you to stand. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. As alumnus of Grambling State University, I will at all times support and defend my honored institution, pledge allegiance to Grambling University National Alumni Association, Incorporated. I promise to remain a faithful and loyal supporter of the Grambling University National Alumni Association and the great institution which it represents. I further promise to always stand ready to contribute my time, energy, efforts, financial assistance, and services toward the advancement of Grambling State University and the National Alumni Association. So help me God. God bless you. Thank you.
To our audience, guests, please be sure and visit the Eddie G. Robinson Museum on our campus before you leave today. The museum is open until 4 p.m. Graduates, your families, friends, and faculty are invited to join us for a time of fellowship and refreshments at the McCall Dining Hall immediately following this ceremony. Please stand for the singing of the alma mater, after which we will have the benediction by Minister Douglas. Following the benediction, we will have the recessional. After the recessional, our ceremony will be officially ended. Thank you all for coming. Have a safe journey home and a safe and enjoyable holiday. God bless you all. Thank you.
Let us all bow for a word of prayer. God, we thank you for this beautiful service. We ask you to bless each and every person who came again today. God, as we leave this place and begin our journey of life, we ask you to lead us and guide us in each and every route we are going. Continue to bless us and keep us. When we are hopeless, let us remember your plan to give us hope in the future. When we are scared, let us remember that your word says, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for you are with us. When times get hard, the road get rough, and we feel like we are nothing, we ask you to allow us to remember the words you gave us in 1 Peter, that we are a chosen people and a royal priesthood. In the words of the people of Grambling State University, we are somebody. We love you and we thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Graham fam,
You are dismissed. GS, GS.